Hello all, welcome back to my channel TechSense. In today's video, we will discuss about Azure Security. So let's start. What is Key Vault basically? Azure Key Vault is a centralized cloud service for storing your application's secret. Key Vault helps you control your application's secret by keeping them in a single central location and by providing secure access, permission control, and access logging capabilities. What is the purpose? What are the things that you can store in Key Vault? Secret management, key management, certificate management. You can store your certificates, you can store your keys, or you can store your secrets, the passwords, anything you can store there. For an example, if I have a web application and in my web application I am connected to database server because database connectivity is important to fetch the data, to pull the data, to push the data. In that case, what I will do, I will mention my credentials in the config file, and that's not correct, right? That's not the correct way of doing it. I should be encrypting the whole thing in the config file. Then I will decrypt all the things all together, and then I will be able to connect to database. But Key Vault makes it easy, makes this process very easy if you want to store something that is very secret and you want to expose to the world. Let's see in the portal how you can do that. Search in Azure Key Vault. Key Vault. To create the Key Vault, click here. Create Key Vault, subscription, resource group, Key Vault name. Let's say TechSense secret keys. Enabled. Click on create. It's submitted for deployment. Deployment is in progress. Okay, so the deployment is complete. Go to resource. Now my Key Vault is ready in this resource group, in this location. This is the vault URI. Okay, so now this is the container to store all of my secrets, certificates, and keys. So I need to create the secret. Let's say in the config file we store the username and password. I have to store the database user and password so that when my web application will be able to connect to the database, I need not to hard code the whole credential. I need not to decrypt it in config file and encrypt it again while connecting. So what I can do, I can generate a secret. Upload option, name is password. Name is password. Password is, let's say, create. I can also set the expiration date. If you want to see, if you do not want to give the access to this Azure Key Vault till the specific, okay, you want to give the access for 2 days only, so you can set the expiration date as well. If you don't want to do that, then leave it like that. Okay, now that's created. My Azure, if you can see in this resource, one of my secret is created. That's the database password. Okay, instead of mentioning the credentials, what I can do, I can give this secret identifier to the developer. Using this, he'll be able to access this Key Vault. Under this Key Vault, he will be able to access this secret, and then based on that, he can connect to the database. That's so easy. That way, I need not to decrypt anything, I need not to encrypt anything, or I'll be able to connect to database. Also, my password is stored in a secure manner. So that's all about Key Vault. Till now, you already understood that we are discussing about the ways by which we can secure a resource or data. So that's another way of securing, or another way of alerting if there is something missing. So Azure Policy. What is Azure Policy? Azure Policy is a service in Azure that used to create, assign, and manage policies. What is policy? In layman language, it's a set of rules. So we can mention the set of rules in Azure so that there is no breach in policy. If we have something defined organization or at the governance level, so we can create that policy so that each and every user need to follow it, and we can make them force. Okay, these policies enforce different rules and effects over the resources, so those resources stay compliant with your corporate standards and service level agreements. How we can create Azure policy? There should be a policy definition. Assign the definition to the resources. That's it. For an example where we can implement the policy, what will be the requirements? There will be requirements. Let's say whenever user creates the resource, they have missing tags, but in my organization it's very important to mention the tags there. So for that case I can create the policy. Okay, if I want to force the users that only these series SKUs VMs you should create, but users are still creating another series, in that case also I can create the policy and make sure that they follow the rule defined in the policy. So if they are not following the proper rules, then they will not allow to do anything. So how we can create the policy? Just go to policy, assignments, click on assign policy. This is my subscription policy definition. I need to mention what I'm trying to do here, like SKU. This policy basically enables you to specify a set of virtual machine size SKUs that your organization can deploy. Okay, what I'm trying to do here, I'm mentioning here that only this series of virtual VM the user will be able to create. If he is selecting any other series, system will not allow to do that. So that is my policy definition. Allowed virtual machine size SKUs. Click on next. Now which SKU? Let's say basic A0. If user creates virtual machine with this series basic A0, then it's okay. If he is selecting any other standard E4, this is M1, S series, N series, E series, D series, then Azure will throw the error. Okay, so I selected basic A0. Next, create a manage identity. Okay, select the region, then review and create. Then once you click the create, then it will create the rule inside that subscription. Okay, one more important thing, you can define the scope. This particular set of rule you want to apply in the whole subscription or at the resource group level. So let's say at the resource group level. So in that subscription, in that resource group, whenever user creates the VM, it will check which series they are selecting to create the VM. Okay, which series, as in, let me show you. When we create the VM, yeah, so this is, so now it's D series, but what I allowed in the policy for that subscription, for that resource group, what series I allowed only A series. So if I create the VM with this D series, it will throw the error because my policy does not satisfy this. So this is all about Azure policy. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. For any query, please write down in comment section. You can also email us at mytechsense@gmail.com or visit our website techsenseconsulting.com. Thank you so much. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.